This UK dating show is the wildest thing I've ever witnessed.
Please reveal the bottom half of the bodies.
If I was to see that after a third date, it would surprise me. I've never seen one like that.
Hello, you gorgeous donuts. Today we're going to be breaking down the most controversial dating show the UK has ever produced, Naked Attraction. Now already, by the title, you can probably tell what the premise of this dating show is. There's one clothed person that is faced with 6 different naked people that are standing in pods. Initially, their full bodies are hidden, and as the rounds go on, more of their bodies are revealed from the ground up. It's absolutely crazy. They do this for 4 successive rounds, and at the end of every round, the person who is clothed must take away one person, basically eliminate the person they don't like the look of. They do this until only 2 people are left, and when they get down to their final 2 people they want to choose from, they themselves then become naked for the first time. Okay. Who thought of this concept? Somebody that hadn't done it for a while. And after they take their clothes off, they then decide which of the 2 people that they want to go on a clothed date with. And the show then films the date, and then we get like an update of if they're still together today. It's a really fun concept, and I'm looking forward to breaking this one down, because this show just generates the wildest clips in UK history. There's a moment later in this video that will genuinely have you gobsmacked at what she says. I can't believe this specific episode was aired on national television. But before we get into breaking down the full episode, I just want to react to the intro, because the intro tape is wild in itself.
I tried the whole Tinder thing. It's not really worked out that great for me.
So I just thought I'd come on national television and take me clothes off, right? That's the only thing I can do now, unfortunately. It's the only way to turn. What? Is this really the excuse? Oh, just Tinder's not working for us. I saw the advert and thought, how bad could it be? You've got to have some supreme confidence to go on this show. You can't be shy and go on this show.
Status symbols, online profiles, and the clothes we wear can all get in the way of finding our perfect mate.
Really? Like, really? The clothes you wear, does that get in the way of dating someone? Unless you're like really out there with your clothes and somebody isn't into that. Do people really look at people and go, ugh, you're wearing a grey hoodie? No thank you. Ick. Gotta be very shallow.
I can look at a guy and go, yeah, he's fit. And then when it comes to being naked, I'm like, okay, maybe not.
Oh, jeez, just... Imagine you're getting on with someone on a first date, you both go back to, one of your houses, you take your clothes off and she goes, oh, are you taking the piss? I'm out of here. I would never take my clothes off again. Even if I was sleeping alone, I'm sleeping in jammies.
So what would happen if we were stripped of all the things that usually define us? In this dating show, we go back to basics.
I mean, there's basics and then there's basics, right? We're going back to like caveman times here. You just look at someone that has just got no clothes on. You're like, I like the look of you. Want to make some babies? Let's do it. I do get what they're saying though. They're basically saying like you're stripped down literally to just your bare bones. You're just putting yourself out there, like you're not even really speaking. But then again, is this a good structure to find love? Because you're just judging people basically off their physical features, not their emotional ones.
Don't know where to look.
That was just a full package shot. That was a full DPD shot just in me face. I feel like I'm in a Royal Mail warehouse right now. Everywhere I look, just a different package.
Have you been faced with 6 penises?
No, but I feel like I should have done.
No, actually, I can't remember the last bukkake I attended.
Who are you going to pick for your date?
This is the hardest decision of my life. Oh my God.
Damn, who directed this? Quentin Tarantino? I'm hyped. Oh, I've just witnessed Newcastle win a cup, and I think I'm equally as hyped for this. We then move into the actual episode, and the person that will be taking part as the chooser in this specific episode is a woman called Mel.
I'm Mel, I'm 24, and I'm from Guildford. I'm a lingerie designer and a trained masseuse.
I mean, that's 2 pretty sick jobs. A lingerie designer and a masseuse. I mean, if there's anyone that would go on a show like this, that is 2 kind of jobs that kind of fit the description. That's all I'm saying. Someone that is comfortable being around different naked bodies on a day-to-day basis. Also, the fact she's 24, like, she has a set of balls on her. Not literally, I don't know, right? We're gonna see soon. She tells us that she's been single for 3 years and is bisexual.
Having so much to choose from, it does make things harder.
Does it actually? To my bisexual friends out there, does it make it tougher? I thought it would make it easier. Just like naively. Like you have more to choose from. You know, like you're, oh, but then you can be more picky. Oh, I've never thought about it like that. But I just thought, wow, you get like double the choice. That's amazing. But then it makes it even harder to know exactly what you want. So it's just 10 times more confusing. What? I never understood the bisexual struggle until now. Not all heroes wear capes.
Girls are a little bit harder to crack. Most of them are so high maintenance.
Tell us about it, Mel. Tell me about it. All girls are just really high maintenance. Not me, though. Right, very low maintenance if anyone's watching. Right, Instagram is at MelXX. Unlucky girls, take that L. Right, the boys on top again. And straight away, I feel like Mel doesn't really know why she's coming on this show because she kind of contradicts herself a little bit. There's one clip where she's telling her friend that she's on the show for this reason.
It's cheesy, I'm trying to find my soulmate, but we all are, aren't we?
You're trying to find your soulmate on Naked Attraction? I mean, I love the spirit, love. Keep that going, you're gonna need it. But then to the camera, she says something completely different, in my opinion.
I'm wanting to find just someone I can experiment with and just have fun, be it a boy or a girl.
See, that's not soulmate talk. Experiment and have some fun. I know what that means, love. Okay, that's you mixing the souls with someone physically. You know, like two people kissing and they're both girls. You know? What am I saying? This show's making us funny. I'm enjoying myself though. Hope you are too. Anyway. And this makes me think Naked Attraction is for people that are kind of just confused, kind of don't know where they are in their kind of dated life. And they think that, you know, if I just go on this show, what is the worst that can happen? And honestly, that creates for quite an interesting concept because people are going on this show with nothing to lose, really. They're not trying. It's not like Love Island where people are trying to be influencers. They're just going on this for a laugh. And that's why it's so funny. The show then cuts to Mel in the studio and she tells Anna, the host, her preference when it comes to gender.
So, do you prefer men or do you prefer women generally?
I do lean on the side of men because there is an actual joystick to ride.
All right, straight into it. I mean, we're going to take our clothes off anyway. We might as well just put all our cards on the table here. A natural joystick to ride. Sorry? Do you think this is some sort of PlayStation? Well, it's clearly not a gay station, right? Can I say that joke? I don't think I can. Just because she doesn't, you know, she prefers guys. You know, it's might hold me hands up for that one. I don't think that was me finest work, guys. It's less Xbox, more sexbox. How many more puns can I do? Don't think I've got any more in this. Mel then goes on to say that in her opinion, physical attraction is the most important thing in a relationship. And I find that interesting and it'd be quite interesting to hear your thoughts on it in the comments. Like, it's obviously so important because you need to be physically attracted to your partner. But I feel like that is only so much because, you know, you need like a little bit of substance. You need like a connection. You need like similar interests to keep that spark going. Because I feel like you can't be in like a long-term relationship and the only thing that you like about this person is the way they look. Everything else you don't. Maybe there is some people in relationships that do just base it all on physical attraction. But I feel like you need more. And that's why I don't know if by the end of this, the person she picks, she's going to be in a long-term relationship with her. Moving on, Mel then stands in front of the 6 pods where the 6 people are waiting to be revealed. And it's as if it's in slow motion. All of the covers just slowly lift to reveal their bottom halves. All the way up to their waist, okay? They're giving her a little bit, but not too much, so... Right, keep it in your pants, guys.
Please reveal the bottom half of the bodies.
This is mental! What the... What is going on? It's like I'm watching Iron Man and Tony Stark's choosing which suit he's going to fight the baddie in. What? Yeah, Jarvis, I'll have the one with no pubes today. Thank you very much.
This is fantastic. Yes, good.
Oh, okay, we're just getting package shot. Package.
Boys or what's goes to the girls?
I know you can't see this because I will be kicked off YouTube, but this isn't how big they all are, though, is it? It's not really. Okay, right. The camera adds pounds and length, apparently. Couple of inches, hopefully. Christ. Okay. Gonna have to tell Chloe some more jokes to keep her interested. That's alarming. Mel is then asked who she's initially drawn to out of these 6 people. There's 3 girls and 3 guys, and she says one of the girls because she has a tattoo above her, you know, her bits. I'm gonna have to just call it bits so this video doesn't get demonetized.
Should we go and have a look?
Yeah, please.
How could you go on this show and have the confidence when people are literally walking up to your bare body and going, Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's alright, that, isn't it? Yeah. They would have to squint pretty hard if I was on this show. Hopefully they've got some binoculars on set. They then go and inspect a man just to make it fair, so they're looking at both of the genders here. And instantly, they just shame him.
I think we should do one male just to like
To balance it up.
He looks a little bit nervous.
So, you can't see that. You can't go up to him and go, God, he looks a little bit nervous. Are you all right, son? Is everything okay? Just because it looks a little bit, looks a little bit shriveled. Is that its normal size? I don't believe it. Has anyone got a radiator you can stand next to? Right, he's a little bit nervous. I think he's cold. I really wish we could see the guy's facial expressions here. Because if he is nervous, this is just going to make him more nervous. It's like, when you go on a run for the first time and you know that everyone's looking at you going, she's not a runner. What's she doing? She doesn't normally run. Why does she think she's a runner when she's not? This is how this guy's going to feel. Do you know what? We've had a couple of deeper videos recently. This is much more of a light-hearted one. I feel like we've needed it. They then talk about his pubes, and you can tell they're kind of like talking about it in a little bit of a bad way, saying, why has he got like so many pubes? Probably not helping also like the size thing, It's kind of on a losing battleground here. It's fighting for its life.
I'm quite surprised I'm not seeing Tarzan swing through there. If I was to see that after a third date, it would surprise me.
Would it? Right, what's wrong with a little bit of... Right, sorry, love, if it's not up to scratch for you. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to show you how much pubic hair there's there. There's a little bit, but I wouldn't say it like Tarzan would be swinging in it. It's hardly like, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You're walking through to a forest here, and that's what makes me think: is this show actually like body positive? Like, is it actually promoting like all different shapes and sizes, or is it kind of just taking the piss out of them? I guess it depends on the contestant that is choosing, to be honest. But I don't imagine this guy's confidence would have improved after appearing on this show. Everywhere I look, his bits are just staring at us like, what is... Yeah, they can't get away. What makes it even worse for this guy is the next guy they go to, they give him the complete opposite reaction.
It's definitely the biggest out of the lot.
And do you like a big willy?
I prefer average.
Yeah, okay, okay, there's a win for me. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mel. Yeah, the big ones are too big. Honestly, you don't want them, The big ones hurt. We don't need them ones, honestly. Don't even know why they exist, really. It's just pointless, really. No one wants them, so... Christ, that's like me arm. Is that real? That can't be real. That's got to be like a prosthetic. What? That would beat me in an arm wrestle.
Well, the average flaccid penis is 3.6 inches.
Is that true? That's actually wild. I actually genuinely thought that would be a lot bigger. Like, as a guy, this is one weird thing that is promoted to guys that, the bigger is better. And that's one insecurity that all guys have, no matter who you are. Unless, like, you know that you have a big one. Every guy has that insecurity that you have, like, a little bit of a, you're on the smaller side. It's such a weird social dynamic that's been created. So I guess this is a good plus point of the show to kind of promote healthier information for both girls and guys and everyone. They then go over to the person standing in the green box, and what they say to them would definitely embarrass me.
In terms of a vagina,
I've never seen one like that.
God, I've never seen one like that before. Does that still fall under the category? Do they still call that wow. Okay, unique. You can have that as a compliment for free, love. I've never seen one like that before. How would you feel if somebody said that to you? Would you feel complimented? Let me know. One interesting thing that this show does do after certain segments is they put in like an animated kind of visual of a certain fact relating to what the contestant just mentioned. There's a part where Mel talks about pubes, and then they give you like an animated fact about it.
You can have the friction actually enhance your sexual experience.
Friction isn't the only benefit of pubes. Scientists believe that pheromones, invisible chemicals we all produce, cling to pubic hair and release a scent that subconsciously increases arousal in potential partners.
What? Is that real? By the way, who is studying that? Who's taken the time to study that? That's incredible. Props to you. So if you have more hair down there, then it's like more attractive because it smells better? What, is that because when you spray Lynx, it just like stays in there more? Oh my God, that's incredible. What? And she shamed the orange guy for having too much. I bet he smells amazing. I don't know. Hopefully. Probably not, actually. Probably Nah. I think it is a good way for them to kind of, you know, add an extra layer to this show, because obviously it's very just like choosing off physicality. So them adding these facts just gives it another kind of emotional layer, another kind of interesting viewpoint. I kind of rate it, even if they are a bit quirky and stupid. I just want to see who she chooses by the end of this and what they actually look like. Mel then asks everyone to do a 360 so she can see their bums. Very cheeky, Mel, very cheeky. Flipping the script on them. And after this, Mel has to eliminate her first person from the show, the person that she likes the look of the least.
Who would you like to say goodbye to?
My sincerest apologies, but it's going to be Blue.
What?
Personally, it's just a bit too curvy for me.
Let's see.
All right, Mel, that's noted. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mel.
Tizam! She's a health worker from London.
Sorry, she's a health worker. So does she just go back to work on Monday and like everyone in the office is gonna know she's had a full kit off on telly? I guarantee when she walks in the room it's gonna be silent. But hopefully they just have a laugh about it. Like there shouldn't really be a stigma around this, even if it is a little bit weird. I also think getting voted off first is a little bit of a shot to your confidence, because they're just rating like you on the downstairs area. So it's gonna like you've never just been rated on that area before, so you're gonna start questioning things about yourself if like down there doesn't look as good as other people. I just hope these people like don't lose self-esteem after appearing on this show. I know it was their choice to come on this show, but I feel like it's because they're all in desperate places. The woman voted out then talks to the camera about her experience on the show, and she actually says that it has improved her confidence, which is really nice. Apparently every single time she does it, she has to have all of the lights off because she's self-conscious about her body. So hopefully this show's give her a little bit more confidence, like she's stood naked in front of a lot of people. Maybe next time she does it, she can, you know, have a little bit of lamp on, right? A small lamp for a little bit of ambience. Get some self-progression going, love. You're beautiful. They also do this really funny transition after they've been voted out, where they like go from naked to clothed, but like they just spin them round really fast as if they're like a superhero. I just find the concept of going on this show so funny. Like imagine telling like your nan that you're going to be on national television, and then she asks you, oh, what show? Is it The Chase? Not quite. It's just the one where you take your entire kit off. What's that one called? Naked Attraction, that's it. Yeah, I'll be on there. See you later, Nan. Hopefully your blood pressure's not gone up too much. The next round then starts, and the pods reveal their bodies up until their neck, so basically all we can see is their faces. It's what are the sound effects, man? Are they revealing the Cybermen army out of Doctor Who? Is someone going to come over and start deleting people? It's so dramatic. Also, right, I don't know how much of this we can show, but this guy's stance, wow. This guy looks like he's ready to fight for Britain in the apocalypse. This guy looks like a caveman who has just woke up in modern times. That's a compliment, by the way. The guy is absolutely ripped. The host then makes a comment about how one of them has a lot of moles, and then the show does an animated cutscene of like a moles fact.
A study has discovered that people with over 100 moles on their body have a delayed aging process, making them appear up to 7 years younger.
That's just bullshit, sorry. What? If you've got quite a few moles, you look 7 years younger, do you? Really? This is a great day to have moles, by the way. Right, anyone watching, you've got a few moles on you? Just know you look a lot younger. Terrible day to be moleless. They kind of rattle through this round, and Mel chooses to vote out Yellow, the person with the exceedingly long bits, which I was a little bit surprised by because she did compliment his physique a lot in this round, but she said that the size of his bits was just too intimidating. Again, I've been saying this for years, right? You know, you don't want the big ones. Big ones are too big, right? Yeah. Just quickly, Donuts, I want to say thank you so much for getting us to 500,000 donuts on this channel. Genuinely, when we hit it, I cried. Right, I did. That's like such a huge achievement for me. The fact you take time out your day to support what I do genuinely means the world to us. But now we're closer to 1 million than we are 0. So if you want to be in the before 1 million club of donuts, press subscribe. We're going to the moon. Okay, so join us on this journey. We're trying to hit 1 million. Oh my god, I never thought I'd say that. Press subscribe.
Mal absolutely loved your slender frame, but in the end, I'm afraid it was your willy that was maybe a little bit too big, Ruben.
See, but this guy has like the perfect excuse, you know? It's like if you get dumped, you can just tell people, oh, you know, just she said my penis was too big. Oh god. You know the struggles, guys. But like with him, it's actually true. So if anything, it's just a compliment. Compliment? Said that weird. A compliment, sir. Okay, take it as a compliment. At least you know you never have to worry about it being too small down there. Okay, wear that badge with pride. He seems a little bit prideful in his interview afterwards.
You should got to know me. You should know that I'm the kindest, most gentlest person there is. It's nice to know that I'm definitely prepared down there, but if I was given the chance to use it, that'd be even better.
It's a gentle giant. Okay, you could call it the BFG. Very friendly. Making a lot of innuendos today, guys. I don't know if I'm feeling comfortable about this. Just the fact that when he goes to work on Monday, everyone's going to be like, you heard about him? Right? Huge down there. Massive. I've heard he ties it around his waist like a belt. Really? Yeah. Surely this has done wonders for his confidence moving into his everyday life. Mel is now down to 4 people. She has 2 guys and 2 girls. Who is going to be the one person she chooses by the end? Now in this round, we get to see everyone's faces for the first time. So this is kind of an awful round to get voted out in.
Surprises?
Yes, but I'm very happy with that.
This is so interesting because, like, you know, these people who are appearing on this show are, like, very pretty people. Like, they're good-looking people. I'm not saying that this show is only for people that, you know, aren't stereotypically pretty, but it's just interesting because I imagine none of these would have that many issues, like, dating people, but it's just so interesting that they feel like this is their only choice to come on this show. I mean, it's great that they've got the confidence to show their naked bodies on national television. It's just insane to me. Like, I could never do this. I rate the confidence of them. This guy looks biblical though. Like, look at him. Genuinely. He looks like he could make blind people see for the first time. It looks like he could split the Red Sea.
Where do you want to go?
Orange.
You were definite about that.
Oh, I just realised this is the guy that she said he basically has a tiny penis. Look at the way he's staring at her. He's like, yeah, what you got to say about it now? Say it me face. Go on, love. Oh, you were so confident when me face was hidden. Right, give us it now. Do I look nervous now, love? Do I?
I reckon he's quite cheeky.
Absolutely. Can you just turn to the side for me, please? Love
Oh, yeah, still nervous. Right, do you want to go and sort yourself out, do you?
Nose is important.
I've had bad experiences where someone on Tinder lied about their nose. It was all front profile, and then when I saw him, massive.
Well, that's a new insecurity. What do you mean? I didn't know that I can clickbait people or catfish people by the size of me nose. I just don't think about it. Do I have a big nose? Do I have a big nose? Is it deceivingly big? Like, is it catfish big? Like, if you saw me in real life, would you be, like, kind of taken back and be like, whoa, like, can we just, like, socially distance here? That is I didn't realise it was that big. Get that a lot. No, I don't at all.
He's got really pronounced collarbones. Do you like that?
It's actually called a clavicle, and I adore it.
It's actually called a clavicle. Thank you very much. You idiot. You've not studied anatomy, have you not? To be fair, I was going to go to university to study anatomy. So I'm actually got a little bit of information on this guy's here to kind of, you know, flex on the timeline like this. But I'm just being me. It's okay. It is called a clavicle. She's very right. She's got a great cranium on her, she does.
Oh, come on, that's a clavicle, isn't
Oh, definitely.
Why are they raiding people's clavicles?
it? Green. Is there a clavicle?
No, but her face really makes up for that.
I love that you're losing points because your clavicle, you can't see that clavicle. She does have a clavicle, okay? It's just not as apparent as the other clavicles. I think this is why this person might be struggling in the dating scene, because she's looking for people where she can see their clavicles and she doesn't believe they have them if she can't see them. This is where you're going wrong, Mel. Just imagine she's on a date, she's like, wow, your personality's great, your face card does not fail. You're just everything that I want, but just one favour, can you just give it... Have you got a clavicle? Have you? You haven't. Ah, fuck you. Why have I wasted me time? Another clavicleless victim. At the end of this round, Mel then decides to get rid of Orange, the nervous guy. I love that I had a voice break when I said nervous. You can have a voice break anytime. That is the good time to have it. And this guy is called Mark, and he's an estate agent from London. And again, it's just so hilarious that on Monday, he's going to go and have to show people around like houses and flats. And they might have seen him being naked a couple of days ago on the telly. Some of the tenants are going to be like, I swear I know you. Take your kid off just to... Yeah. There, you're the nervous guy, aren't you? I know that face. Very nervous. You can tell Mark is a little bit pissed that he's been voted out as well. Like, he even smacks his own bottom on the way out.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Why does he slap his arse? That's so sassy. I'm going to do that every single time I leave a conversation. Just, I'm finished. How powerful was that? Okay, bruh. Nice.
To be honest, I expected to win. Yeah, but it's alright. She's really good looking, but I didn't like her legs anyway.
Well, at least the defeat hasn't affected your pride, right? You seem like a lovely bloke. Glad you've entered the show, mate. I didn't like her legs anyway. Okay, Mr. Beautiful. Come back when you're less nervous, will you? Okay? He definitely got hurt by the nervous comment. He really didn't like that. The fact he thought he was going to win, what do you mean? Like, who goes on Naked Attraction thinking they're going to win? You just go on for the laugh, really. Or like an FPL forfeit or something. You don't go on going, I'm going to be the greatest contestant in Naked Attraction history. I'm going to manifest it. Okay? To be fair, he's an estate agent, so he possibly has a LinkedIn account, so this guy's all about manifesting. The next round then involves Mel hearing the contestants speak for the first time. And this is the final round of them being in the pod, so she basically has to eliminate one more person, and then they get to see her naked.
Green, let's hear what you like most about your body.
Not me clavicle.
I like most is my tattoos and least is my legs.
What do you think about Miss Green's voice?
Well, you've got great legs, love. Great legs. Right, don't put yourself down. Like, in a completely platonic way. Okay, I've got a girlfriend I'm taking.
I would hope Pink over here would have quite an original accent. Kentish, slightly Australian, a little bit more twangy.
I really hope that he talks like, you know, grown-ups when they're all staring at the lifeguard. And he looks like he's got a really deep voice and he's like, hey, what's up, ladies?
The things I like the most in my body is my hair. The people call me Jesus.
Of course, he's got a sexy voice. God, has this man got any flaws? All right, we get it. All right, you've got a sexy voice. All right, big penis, everything fine. Fuck off.
So you're Italian?
Yes.
In a survey of over 10,000 people, Italian ranked as the 6th most dateable accent. And which came first? The British accent, of course.
I mean, I need to see what the market pool looked like here. Did you ask this question in the UK? Probably. I don't imagine that the UK is the most dated accent in the entire world. I say UK, the British accent. What even is the British accent? Mel then decides to vote out the Italian Jesus, unfortunately. But this man did need a little bit of a humbling because he has everything else, okay? What? The man hasn't got anything to kind of feel flawed about. God, I might as well just shag this man at this point.
Yes, he's very beautiful. And I'm feeling very, very sad now.
Well, I feel terrible. He seems really sound, actually, bless him. I feel like a terrible person. You know what? I wish you picture me. Okay, but you look like Jesus, right? You're going to get all the ladies, right? They're going to be fighting over you, right? You died for their sins. You're basically, you know, the son of God. They're going to love you. Okay, get yourself out there. Also, it got me thinking that if you were going to appear on this show, like, it's so much better if you actually are from a different country. Like, imagine if I went on Naked Attraction Croatia. You're not going to find out about that. I could go and do that tomorrow. Come back. You wouldn't notice a thing. So it's kind of a good thing if you want to, like, kind of, you know, like, have more body confidence. Just do it in a different country and then just come back and act like nothing's happened. People will be like, God, Cam's a lot more confident now. Yeah. Right, don't know why. Definitely didn't go on national television naked. It's now time for the final round, and like I mentioned, this round, the show kind of flips the script a little bit. They're now on in the pods anymore. Both of the remaining girls are waiting for Mel as she is taking her clothes off for the first time. It got me thinking as well, like, imagine if you applied for this show as like the clothes contestant and you didn't realise that you actually had to take your clothes off as well, like mid-show. Imagine that would be horrific. Like, what? That wasn't in the contract. Thought I just came here to look at naked people. The blonde woman's reaction's so funny. She's like, yeah. To be fair, what else can you say? Like, you can't, like, overreact, because that's just kind of cringe. Like, you've just got to be like, yeah, nice, yeah, that is a naked body, very well played, good move. I would be so awkward in this situation. When I was single, I was so awkward when everyone's got their clothes on, never mind clothes off. That would just, like, frazzle us. I would just not work well in this environment. That's one thing they say, isn't it? Like, if you're doing something in front of other people that you're nervous about, just picture everyone naked. But that just makes me, like, feel 10 times more uncomfortable. I'm like, why has everyone got their clothes off? Now my brain's just like mud. I've got no thoughts. I'm just wondering why everyone's fucking naked. And this part of the show is possibly the nicest part. I don't know if it's because it's all women involved, and obviously, like, in my opinion, women are just more complimentary about each other's bodies than what guys are towards women or guys towards guys. But this part is like so body positive. They're just complimenting her body and she feels great about it.
Nice, neat vagina.
Well, we had money on the fact that she'd have pubes.
Yeah.
Sorry, what? Someone had money on that? Well, the producers were just like, well, 20 quid. I did say thank you very much. Mel then chooses which of the two girls she wants to go on a date with. This is so awkward.
With Rebecca.
Oh, Laura!
Get in, Rebecca. Victory for the no clavicles. Thank you very much. Ooh, look at me. I've got a clavicle. I don't care. You're not going on a date with this. Fuck off. The clavicle free zone, thank you very much. I'm not going on a date with someone where their clavicle could outshine my clavicle. Are you crazy? God, were you born yesterday? It's really nice vibes as well. Like, the woman that wasn't chosen isn't angry about it. She's just kind of happy to be there. She actually compliments Rebecca, and I'm like, wow, does actually she fancy her? Like, are them two just going to go on a date together and just, like, exclude Mel from this? But then Mel and Rebecca walk off, and they're holding hands. It's like, really cute somehow. I didn't expect this from this show. The show then pays for them to go on an all expenses paid date in London in like this fancy bar, and it's got me thinking, like, how would you feel? Would you feel more confident going into this kind of first date than you would like previously without seeing the person naked? I guess it's a really good icebreaker, and it's something to talk about, and also it's like you're kind of starting in reverse. So I think it actually strangely makes it easier because you've seen them naked. Now I'm just processing this on the spot. I didn't think this initially. I thought it just makes everything 10 times awkward, but actually I think I've got a different opinion watching this. Hopefully Mel the entire time isn't thinking about, you know, that Rebecca doesn't have a clavicle, because she knows that, right? And I don't know if that's going to be a sticking point between the two of them. Hopefully not. Okay.
I do think that seeing each other naked makes it a lot more interesting when you go on your first date. I wasn't so insecure that she was looking at every body part because she's already looked at every body part.
See, that's so interesting. Like, genuinely, this makes us think, is this a good structure to actually find a partner? Initially, I was so on the side of this is genuinely just to sleep with people or just have one night stands, or like what Mel said, experiment with people. But maybe this actually could be a structure to find love. Maybe. I need to see the stats. Has Naked Attraction had more successful relationships than Love Island? I don't know. Because these two seem like they've got a really good connection. Like, they stay at this bar for ages. They even have multiple shots together. Like, you can tell they're not just kind of here just because they have to film. They actually like the company of each other. The date then ends and the show progresses 2 weeks where we see them both in the future, kind of seeing if they have maintained the relationship.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, that looks positive. Okay.
After the date, we went for some beers, didn't we?
We did.
I had a great time.
Also, don't know if they've done this on purpose. Little bit of colour coordination going on, right? Both red and black. Right, it's like an Ant and Dec game show going on. Love it. They're matching. Okay, does this mean they've got similar style? They've actually got similar interests. They've been going at... I don't know. I'm interested.
The day after the date, we went all around the museums in London, and you're really clever, aren't you?
We went round the museums. She showed me every single type of clavicle. God, she's so smart. So smart when it comes to clavicles.
Would you like to see each other again?
Definitely see each other again, without a doubt.
Romantically, do you think?
Wait, was that a positive or negative? Wait, I need to see that again. Her face, she's laughing. I feel like they've, I don't know if they've done stuff. Like, she, like, looks too cheeky. She's kind of looking at her for a little bit of reassurance. Like, yeah, but yeah. Yeah, they've definitely, sorry. They've definitely, they've done bits. They have, right? I can just tell. I can tell. Or maybe it's they hate each other. Let me know what you think. It's literally just off body language. There's nothing to go off. But I'm excited. I really want them to do well because I want this to be a success. I want this show to actually have a positive kind of effect on people, not a negative one. Because some people, I imagine, leave this show absolutely traumatized. So clearly this show worked for them. So if you're struggling in the dating scene at the minute, right, you're watching this on your telly while you're scrolling Tinder, looking at some absolute montas according to yourself, get yourself on Naked Attraction. That means this is the break you've always needed. And that is the end of this episode, and it got us thinking, like, is it actually embarrassing to take your kit off if you're just doing it for a laugh? Because I feel like it really gets you, like, I'm trying to justify going on this show for some reason. I feel like it really gets you past, like, a mental block. But then where do you take that? Because you're not just going to be naked in your everyday life, are you, when you're going to work, etc. But I guess it makes you more comfortable in your own skin. You know, sometimes if you like the one woman who appeared on this show didn't like to see her body when the lights were on, hopefully it gives these people a little bit more self-confidence. Let us know what you think. I do have a couple of things that I did research about this show. For instance, do the people get paid for appearing on this show? I was so interested to hear this because I believe with this show, it must have such a severe problem of recruiting people to take part. Like, they need at least 7 contestants for every single episode. Actually, no, they need 14 because 2 episodes are are basically in 1 full hour of a Naked Attraction TV episode. So they need 14 people who are willing to take their kit off. Now, I did find an article where a former contestant talked about his experience on the show and how much he got paid. You don't get paid if you're on the show. Edinburgh-based Gavin, a former contestant who appeared on the show back in 2017, revealed, if you're on standby and you don't appear on the show, then you get paid £75 for being in the room. Is it worth it? We don't know. So basically, you get paid if you're on standby and don't get chosen. But why don't you just always apply and be on standby then? If that's an opportunity to just always be the person on standby. It's mad that they don't give you money for actually appearing on the show. I believe they should. Just for the fact you have to take your clothes off. I feel like people would be more willing to do it. That is crazy how you don't get paid to be on this. Even just like 50 quid. You know, just to order some food when you get home. Just for your troubles to, like, bring you up a little bit. It says here, unsurprisingly, if you want to audition for the show, then you also have to take your clothes off. Which I find a little bit odd. Because, you know, for the casting process, like, those people in the casting room, like, why do they need to really see you naked? Like, they know that you've got skin under there. Can they not just see it when you appear on the thing? Do they just want to see you naked? Or is it a rule that they have to, like, only choose people with certain body types? I have no idea. I went down to Newcastle, oh god, and sat down and chatted with a camera woman and a male interviewee. They then said, can you take your clothes off now and pitch yourself to us? It lasted about 45 minutes. It wasn't so awkward. They made me feel at ease. All right. Well, that doesn't seem too bad, but 45 minutes to just have your clothes off. It must be a little bit awkward, but it's quite nice to understand that you actually have your clothes off prior to this, so when you take it off on the show, you've already had the experience of taking it off in front of people, so it's not as daunting. I guess that is another reason why they might do it. Various people have talked about their experience of being on the show, and one person actually got into OF and became successful in, like, the corn industry after appearing on this show because apparently they were quite the hit. Which I don't know if that's a positive or a negative thing. When I was researching more background information on this show, I also saw the interviewer appeared on a panel show and she talked about how sometimes the people on the show get too excited and need to sort themselves out and they need to stop filming.
What's tasteful about Naked Attraction, Anna, is that they're always flaccid.
Not always. We do have to stop the show quite often.
When it's...
And we'll just say to the fellas, look, can you just go and sort yourself out?
Oh my god. So, like, you're telling me they have, like, an erection and then they need to, like, just go and quickly just sort themselves out so they can come back and be... God. It's gonna put someone's eye out! We've got to do a new risk assessment, man. Another thing I had to find out about this show is what other people think about it, because after, like, I watched a couple episodes, I was like, this can't be an experience that I'm experiencing alone. I need to have other people's views on this so I don't feel like I've got a terrible perspective. And the comments underneath, like, a few of the episodes are just hilarious. I'm Sharon, 32, and real shy. Shaz, you've got your minge out on telly. It's so true. So many of the contestants are like, yeah, I'm just really shy. Really? Because I wouldn't consider that shy, love. My ex was on it and got voted off first. Made my year. Always knew that penis was ugly. My old biology teacher was on this. What? Surely, like, some professions, like, you can't go on this show. Like, if you're a teacher at a school, surely we're not accepting you back after that. You cannot have your students knowing what you look like under there. That's just wrong on so many levels. How was that show allowed to ever even be aired? How has this show ever been successful? When the biggest contestant gets voted out first and they say, I didn't like the nail polish. It seems like the overall kind of reaction to this show is negative, but I'd be really interested to hear what you think if this is the first time you've seen this show or if you have seen episodes of this show before. Let me know in the comments, and also let me know if you want me to do more Naked Attraction episodes and we'll make this a series. 4,000 likes on this video and we'll do it. And if you want to see me break down another British TV show, click this one right here. It's even crazier than this one. I know, hard to believe, but go and check it out.